Today I'm going to show you how I sublimated on a 100% cotton shirt. Well, technically it's a onesie, but I want to show you how I made this happen. If you are new here, my name is Allison, and here on this channel I post a weekly tutorial and do a weekly live stream that helps you become a better crafter and maker. So make sure you're subscribed down below because I have some really fun tutorials coming your way. What you need to know about sublimation is the way that it works. What happens is you use sublimation ink or dye to dye the fibers in your material. The dye bonds to polyester material. It does not bond to cotton. So that's why when you're doing sublimation shirts, you need to use a polyester shirt. 100% is the best, but you'll see some people go to like a 70-30 and even 50-50. But there's a reason why people bleach their 50-50 shirts, because the bleaching process essentially destroys the cotton and leaves the polyester, so it works on that type of shirt. So today I'm going to show you how I got to sublimate on 100% cotton onesies because I saw a video from Courtney's Customs and I wanted to try it for myself. So since we can't just sublimate on cotton and I'm not going to bleach a white shirt, we have to use something else. I bought a spray on Amazon that I will link down below that allows you to sublimate on cotton, and I'm going to show you how to do it. I did 2 separate trials and I'm going to walk you through each of them and show you how they compare. At the end of this video, I have some thoughts. I'm going to show you the results and give you my opinion on sublimating on cotton, as well as some ideas for you moving forward. Let's get started. So I didn't want my ink to go through the onesie to the back, so I folded up some butcher paper and put it in the middle. It was easiest for me to go through the bottom, so I didn't have to crumple it up or anything like that. So this was just a layer of protection. So then I took the spray that I got on Amazon that I will link down below. I need this spray to get the sublimation ink to stick to cotton. It's called N Goodies or something. So the directions just say to spray a little bit on your surface, but don't spray too much because it can ruin the fabric. So I let this dry for about an hour, but you can use your heat press to speed up the process. I created my design in Adobe Illustrator, but you could use whatever program you like. I printed my image on my A-sub paper and I'm taping it to the onesie so it doesn't move around. I got this frame and font from Creative Fabrica and I will link those down below in case you want to make one for yourself. I'm also going to link this tape dispenser that is absolutely amazing. It cuts your tape for you and makes this process go so much faster. It is also from Amazon. So I moved these over to my heat press. I just have like a power heat press that I've had for several years. I'm going to cover it with butcher paper both on top and bottom, and I'm going to press it at 380 for 35 seconds. Then I moved it over to my table, let it cool just a little bit so I didn't burn my hand or anything, and then I peeled up the designs. It kind of like sticks to the design. You can definitely feel that there is like whatever is in that spray. It makes it kind of crunchy, but it doesn't feel like that once the paper is off. Now, I found that these looked pretty good, but weren't quite as vibrant as I was hoping. So I ended up going with a second method, but you can see that it does look okay, and I just followed the directions exactly that came with spray. So I decided to test this out and put them in the washing machine. I did turn them inside out before I went to wash them, which is what you should do for your sublimated garments anyway, but I turned them inside out and went to my machine. I'm using just a gentle detergent that I always use, and I ended up doing a normal cycle with warm water just to see how it would hold up. I will show you the results here in a minute. I decided though that since my original design wasn't that vibrant, I wanted to try again. This time I did spray a little bit more of the spray than I did the first time, and I pressed these in my heat press for a little bit longer. I did about 45 seconds, and you can see that the colors are definitely more vibrant. So I recommend with this spray about 380 for 45 seconds. And I washed those on a cold cycle. So you can see that the warm cycle definitely faded the 1, but the 4 still looks really good after a cold cycle wash. So if you're gonna make this, just make sure that you wash on cold. See, I got much better results by pressing just a little bit longer, as well as washing it on cold and hanging to dry. Now, sublimation shirt should always be washed on cold, but I did want to see what happens if I put it in a regular cycle. As far as just making and sublimating on cotton items, I absolutely think it's great for you to do for something for yourself or something you know that isn't gonna get washed a lot. Now, I only washed these one time, so I don't know how it will hold up through multiple washes. So something like these onesies, these milestone onesies, or maybe a milestone blanket, you could do this and I wouldn't feel bad gifting it or selling it to somebody because you know that it won't get washed that much, right? If any of you have kids, you know that they're in their baby clothes for like 5 seconds. So these are sort of like a specialty item that they might just wear once or twice, so it's not that big of a deal if it starts to fade over time. But I wouldn't make and sell t-shirts that are cotton, 100% cotton, because you just can't guarantee that they're going to last. You are better off doing a higher count polyester shirt if you are looking to sublimate shirts for your business. For more sublimation tutorials, I've got a video up on the screen to show you how I do a sublimation tumbler, and I hope to see you in the next video.